everyone, Cannondale X here. Normally you see me in studio, but today I am on location at the Maryland Toy Expo, the largest toy expo in the state of Maryland. I'm super excited. I've heard there is 157 vendors here, from collectible vintage vendors to all the way to the new stuff you want to get your hands on. We're going to take a look around, get some questions answered, and find out what you want to see. The first stop that we're making here is at Monolith Toys. We walked by, we saw these awesome Nosferatu, these classic monsters going on here. Can you tell us more? I've got Todd here, and I've also got John here. They're going to go ahead and tell us about their collectibles, awesome pieces here. Tell us more.
Yeah, hi, I'm Todd. This is my friend John. We're basically childhood friends. We've been friends for over 40 years, and we have a love of monster toys and horror movies, and we've always wanted to make our own stuff, and this is our attempt, our first go at making some of these toys, and starting with Nosferatu, doing different scales, doing some glow-in-the-dark stuff, doing some model kit stuff that's more like the old-fashioned Aurora style, and then doing some sort of one-off, some fun stuff that's like different colors, different materials, and basically that's it. John, you want to jump in?
Pretty much covers it. Just it's a passion of ours. It always has been. It's something we love ourselves. So we just we're trying to keep it moving and feed our hobby. Have fun.
I love it. And how can people find you and find these awesome, great little pieces? And I also want to mention, so you said you have some one-off pieces, you have like miniatures that you can like put together and paint yourself?
Yeah, these are basically kits that come in pieces. You assemble, you're meant to paint them. Some of the other stuff is more like put together, already set up for you. But you can find us on Instagram at Monolith Toys. We'll also have an Etsy shop that we're setting up, so we'll be doing limited releases of usually like 10 to 20 per toy item, and we'll put up a post in advance that tells people when it's going to come out.
On Instagram, I tell you to go over to Etsy, and we'll have limited runs. We make these by hand at my dining room table, so a little bit of time. But we get a batch together and then we'll put one out. And we encourage people to paint. That's the whole idea. We love to paint. That's how we got into it in the first place. So these are generally cast in a solid color. We hand make each one. We painted them just to show what you can do or what you could do with yours if you wanted to paint. We're finding out not everybody wants to paint. That's not their cup of tea. So we'll paint them for you. But like you said, Todd told you, check us out on Instagram, and then it'll push you to our Etsy shop if you wanted to pick one up. So.
That's awesome. Thanks so much, guys. I really love these kind of pieces where you can mix it up. You can either paint them yourself, like they said, or they can paint them for you. Check them out at Monolith Toys on Instagram. We are here at Johnny G Collectibles, where they obviously have an amazing amount of pops. So Johnny, tell me, what is the most sought after pop that people are hunting for today?
It probably would have to be the Demon Slayer pops, which is an anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Demon Slayer. And any particular character from Demon Slayer, or just any?
Any in general. Yeah, we had actually quite a few people today have asked for Motley Crue pops.
Nice.
It's all the kids are coming in for Demon Slayer.
And how can everyone at home find your shop?
We are online. You can go to Instagram at Johnny G Collectibles 2.2, Facebook at Johnny G Collectibles. We also have Taz on Instagram. We have King Will on Instagram. And the three of us now have formed a completely new group when we're together, which is the Maryland Pop Brothers.
I love it.
There will be an Instagram account coming, and we're also on Whatnot.
All right, so we know that you sell the pops. Do you collect the pops? And if so, what is your favorite one?
Well, I do collect them. Strangely enough, I never wanted to be a part of this. Then I found that they had the Thundercats and Masters of the Universe.
Nice.
Those are mine.
I actually have a Man-at-Arms on my desk.
Yeah, I have almost the entire set, except for about 7 Grails that someone has that he keeps trying to sell. Yeah, the Master of the Universe is probably my favorite.
Well, thanks so much for taking the time with us today, and good luck finding your pops. priorities. Wow. Look at that action figure. Wow. Look at that. Ooh, it's on Stranger Tides. Okay, so let's just do something crazy and just find a random person and ask them what they hunted down today and what they actually found. Okay, let's go. Oh, this guy's making a purchase though, so I don't know. Hi, sir.
Hi, how you doing?
Cannondale X here. What are you buying right now?
Right now, I just purchased Legion of Doom
Nice.
Classic Series,
Very cool.
and then also
And what else did you find? I see you got some other items here.
I also have the Ultimate Warrior Series 1, and then I also have a Classic Superstars Ultimate Warrior.
So you're a wrestling fan.
I think so.
And was that your goal today when you came to the Toy Expos, to find some wrestling gear?
Yep.
Awesome. And you feel like you're having a successful hunt?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. And what's your name?
Jeremy.
Hi, Jeremy. Thanks for stopping by with us, and happy hunting.
Thank you.
Oh my God. So I just saw on the shelf here the strawberry shortcake figures in all the different flavors. I had these as a little girl, and they were in the same box along with my G.I. Joes and my Barbies, and no matter what, it made everything smell amazing. And also a little weird after a while, but they actually have the real in-the-box figures. These are so cool. Look, you got raspberry tart, almond tea, apricot, orange blossom, and crepe Suzette. Oh my God. I'm having a flashback to being 6 years old and having really weird smelling toys that I also loved at the same time. There's that sense of comfort, I think, that is really, really cool. I am here with the Old Line Garrison of the 501st. Some amazing troopers here. So how do you feel about your job? Like, really be honest. Is it hit or miss? So miss. Okay, got it. How is like your HR department? Do they like help you out? Do they really listen? No. Okay. So that has been the 501st interview with the troopers. Thanks. We're here at Hideaway Collectibles, and they have some cool pieces here, but I don't understand why they have empty frames. That's kind of off to me. I don't know.
Listen, Superman, even though I'm behind you, I'm still number one. Even though you're in front, I'm number one because I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
So here at the Maryland Toy Expo, they have more than awesome vintage toys, pops, all of the things. They also have comic books and every kind of range comic books. We saw a booth that had dollar comics all the way to these amazing collectible pieces like the Amazing Spider-Man, which is going for $5,000 right there. You also got things to keep those collections preserved. So they have awesome sleeves here. You also have trading cards, baseball cards, all sorts of cool stuff here. Captain Crab. Okay, so everyone knows I love toys, but I also love video games. And this booth right here has a whole bunch of awesome classic video games. And they have plushies, they have great collectibles, all sorts of various cool items, not just toys, which is really, really awesome. I'm here with Sandra, and I want to know, out of everything that you sell here, what is your favorite treasure?
Oof. So definitely the vintage games. These are all Japanese imports. Some of them still, well, most of them work on American consoles, which is great. But we used to have a lot of Final Fantasy, and I'm like a huge fan of Final Fantasy, and I have tattoos galore.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I love your tattoos.
Oh, thank you.
So definitely the video
This is a great interview.
Yeah. Definitely the plushies, huge plushie fan, and mostly the figures. I'm a huge Japanese collector, so definitely the figures for sure.
Very, very cool. And what's the name of your shop here?
We are called Nerd Elysium. The owner is based out of Germantown, Maryland.
Okay,
Yeah, and I am from Virginia.
Awesome, awesome. And how can people at home find the shop?
Yes, so we are on Instagram under Nerd Elysium, also on Facebook.
Very, very cool. Thanks for taking the time with me. And come check them out. We'll link below. And video games are awesome. Joining us now is Mark, who runs the Maryland Toy Expo. I just want to get a little, background about the show that people don't already know, that I haven't covered yet, that like secrets that people should know about your show.
Secrets. Well, so Christian and I, my partner, we actually met. I was selling some Star Wars toys on Facebook, and he asked me about buying them. So we met in a giant parking lot. And
That's not creepy.
Yeah, it's not creepy at all. I was in a white van. And then, so we met there, and then we ended up finding out we go to the same toy shows. So we started going to toy shows together, hanging out. And eventually we just, friendship grew. And then one day, I remember I was driving home from work. I work in D.C., and I called him and was like, we need to do our own toy show. And he was like, all right, I'm on board. And like within 6 months, we did that and did our first toy show back in 2018. And we it used to be called the Pasadena Toy Expo because I'm from Pasadena, Maryland. And this is our first year at the Fairgrounds. The guy who used to run it here retired, so we took over as a toy show, and that's pretty much how we're here now. Every year, we're going to be here every year, twice a year.
I love it. So twice a year. So so this was the first one for this year.
This is the first one at this location under the new name, Maryland, because we were called Pasadena Toy Expo. But I can tell you, when we changed the name to Maryland, people used to think we were from California, Pasadena, California. But that name change to Maryland really increased our I guess
visibility,
contact, and it was so this is our first time here and first time under this new name change. It made a big difference.
Yeah. Well, as someone who's from California and actually got married in Pasadena, I totally understand the confusion there.
Yeah, we had vendors calling us from California going, hey, we want to set up the show. We're like, we're not in California.
Yeah. Awesome. And so something I noticed today that's really, really great is you don't just have toys here.
Correct.
You've got comic books, you've got like trading cards, you've got all that kind of stuff. Is there any particular items that you yourself, because you said you used to hunt for toys, right? So is there any particular item that you still kind of like, even though this is your show, you kind of are like, looking around at the tables?
So I had a very, my full basement of my house was full of toys at one point. There were 10 display glass cabinets and all that. And I actually sold 90% of my collection. And I only kept the stuff that I focus in on now. So I collect vintage Star Wars. I do old LJN wrestlers. And what else do I collect? There's one other thing. And I don't remember. There's one other thing I collect, but that's all I focus in on. So most of the stuff I get, I just end up selling. I pick out what I want and I keep it, and so it's actually a little bit less stressful. I don't have to worry about getting the shows and getting good deals, So yeah, it's fun.
Well, thanks for allowing me to take a look around and get to really see this show. If you haven't been to it already, go to MarylandToyExpo.com, right, to find out more information for the upcoming shows. This event is really great. There's even a food truck outside, and all ages, all awesome. Thank you so much, Mark.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thanks again to the Maryland Toy Expo for having me out. I super love the variety of things that you can find here. If you want to check it out, November 5th is the next show. I'll be there, and I hope to see you there too. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If there's something you'd like me to cover or an artist you'd like to see, go ahead and leave a comment below. For now, subscribe, like, and don't forget, as always, share with your friends. Bye!